All right, guys. It's me, Fred Astaire from Fred Cross News. It's Friday, May 23rd, approximately 3:02 p.m. in the afternoon, of course. The forecast right now is cloudy with a overcast, about 52 degrees in Syracuse, New York right now. Sound like Captain. I am a captain, though. Captain Cross. Captain Cross. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. You have Captain Cross flying this mother. We should be off momentarily. Go, Captain Cross. Go, Captain Cross. Or you guys, if you see me out, you can call me LLL. Just don't call me LL. LLL. Lick 'em low lover. All right, guys. All right, guys. This is some serious stuff we're going to talk about today. I only talk about things that I know or things that have happened to me. Some things may appear or seem out of the ordinary, but for each his own. I can only speak about my life and what has transpired and the different type of people that I have met along the way. My path, my journey. You feel me? Or you didn't hear me? Anyways, May 12th was my birthday, 55 years old. Um, just stand out the way in the dungeon. At 55, one thing that I can tell you, if you haven't gained wisdom by then, I don't know what to tell you. You really need to get out the way too. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I think wisdom is the last component, though, where you can put everything together, that's transpired in your life, and take the notepad and compare notes and the different people, the weirdos and the good people, the bad people, the evil people, the good people. I really didn't know the world was full of evil, but now that I have met some, this is what we're going to talk about. Today's topic is narcissism. It's a personality trait characterized by an excessive sense of self-importance. The individual needs admiration, and they lack empathy for others. They just don't feel it. If you don't feel it, you don't feel it. Uh, it's called low vibration. No empathy means that I don't feel what you're going through, and nor do I care. It can range from a normal level of self-esteem to a pathological state known as narcissistic personality disorder. Key aspects of narcissism. I'm only speaking about things that have happened to me. I have a neighbor that I diagnosed. 10 years of watching him, 10 years of YouTube, 10 years of staying out the way, 10 years of loss, uh, 10 years of lost cars, maybe 10 of them total, 10 years of vandalism on my home, uh, over 60 burglaries to my house from the neighbors that live side by side on both sides. But key aspects of narcissism. grandiosity, an inflated sense of self-importance, often with fantasies of unlimited success, power, or beauty. A need for admiration, a constant craving for attention and praise, often seeking validation from others. That's Mr. Neighbor right there. Constant need. He craves it. He would make up different scenarios to crave it. He would park in front of people houses on purpose, just craving it. But of course, most of the people didn't know that this same individual had a personality disorder. There's no conscience in the body. There's no conscience. My dad was like that. There's no conscience. Whatever came out of his mouth, it comes out. You can be walking with him in Walmart, and he's talking about the P and the D, and there's kids walking around, and like, Dad, what? But he didn't have a conscience, so he would talk loud at the same time and everything else. I would distance myself sometimes. But anyways, entitlement, a belief that they're special and deserve preferential treatment. Exploitative behavior, using others to get what they want, often without regards for their feelings or needs. Narcs are good for using people without them even knowing it. They're manipulation. I've heard the term, but I never knew anything about it. They're master manipulators. You have no conscience, you have no feelings, so you still have to get what you need any way you know how. It's very hard to spot a narcissist. Most of them, most of them do a lot of talking. They do a lot of loud talking. It's about me, me, me. I. A lot of times it's loud, like the loudest one in the room. A lot of times, I've noticed this in a lot of little guys. The 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 Neapolitan complex. I've met so many. And my mother told me one time, she said, "Boy, you're a little man too." And I said, "Mom, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm a little big man, but I don't feel that way that some of the other guys feel, uh, like you're a threat. I don't know what that feels like to even for another guy to even make me feel like a threat." However, my dad did tell me when he was living, God bless him, he did tell me. At one time I was powerlifting. I had a great job, UAW 624, of course, Chrysler, still Chrysler boy. Got 7 more years and I can get that pension. But anyways, I would tell my dad about my jobs and the different things and you can watch, you can see in his face that he would be so jealous. And he told me one time, he said, "Son, you make me feel small." Dad, we both small. I just got the big chest and the big arms and the big head and the funny looking look, but I came out of you, Dad, so there's no way I should make you feel small. I should make you feel big. I did notice sometimes Dad would have, when I was powerlifting and I had my shirt off, he had a picture of me and he would ride around with that picture looking for validation. "Hey, man, you know my son? Hey, you know Fred? Look at him. Come here, man." And of course, in Syracuse, a lot of people know me. Bad things, good things. The kids love me. Here's another one: inappropriate emotional reaction to criticism. They cannot take criticism. They cannot. They can dish it, but they can't take it. It's like my neighbor, he's 61, the gray hair, but when you look, I have that eye. It's called discernment. And it's I've been around people, I've been around rich people, poor people, I've been around people. But then you see a old man harboring a lot of anger, and you can see how it's burning him up. He moved over here, I would say about 200 pounds, 210, and now he's less than 99 pounds soaking wet from the anger eating him up on the inside. Word about me, Freddie across the street. I don't want Freddie to have the cars, so I'll pay my flying monkeys. I'll tell my flying monkeys this. I'll have them go over there and put gas in the car. Not gas, but sugar. I have them stab the tires up at nighttime. I'll bring him down to make me feel big. That is inappropriate. But anyways, you could see, you can watch him getting jealous. My mother told me one time, she said, sounds like this guy want to be you. Yeah, yeah, he does want to be me. He doesn't want to be himself. Most narcs hate themselves from the child abuse and the child neglect that they received growing up. It did something to them. That's where it stems from. Abuse and neglect and no love, no love, no love. I grew up around malignant narcs, but those guys, they mean business. You can see it all over them. Look out, here he comes. But then on the other end, there are some angry, evil people that can't be malignant or show it or do what they want to do or say it how it is. So these type of people with the same personality disorder, they're more covert. Same way, angry, evil, still going to get all the evil done and all the malice done. They're still going to get the hate and everything else done to you using other people. We call them flying monkeys. And most of the time, the flying monkey don't even know what they're doing. A lot of times, they don't even know that the person is a narc. And the number way sign to determine if you're dealing with a narc is the constant lying. This man, in 10 years, he's told me over 1,000 lies. Simple lies. Hey man, you see me with all the beautiful girls, and dude, if you don't quit it, hey man, I'm a car dealer. I was once a car dealer, so then he became a car dealer, supposedly in his mind. He seen me with some of the pretty women, so in his mind, he would ask me, hey man, did you see me, man? You seen the girl coming in my house, the lady? Like, dude, what's wrong with you? Stay out of my face, you weirdo. They thrive on the illusion they create around themselves. They tend to wear a mask, a veil. It takes a trained eye because, for the most part, you wouldn't be able to detect it. If you don't know what to look for, if you've never been around one, you wouldn't be able to detect it. And they're thriving off the mask and the shadow, like a hand over my face, and I'm plotting, but I'm acting regular. I'm acting like a friend, but I got my hand on my face, and I'm plotting what I'm going to do to you next. That. When they enter the room, their primary goal is to capture attention. admiration, validation from those around them. They project an image of unshakable confidence, attempting to draw people in with charisma and self assuredness. I'm this, I'm that. I own 30,000 homes. I just bought a helicopter. Things like that. I've heard it all. I've owned 100 cars. I own a big farm. Dude, if you don't quit it, I heard everything. However, this is a smoke screen designed to hide an insecure, fragile core. Beneath the bravado, narcissists harbor deep fears of exposure as it threatens to shatter the carefully constructed identity they built and mastered. A fake phony, a fake phony with no conscience. You can see it. There's three guys that walk through here with no conscience. We call it an empty meat suit. There's no nothing. There's no you. An empty meat suit. If their true self is seen through a reveal, it's like a magician trick, falls apart in slow motion. The mystery vanishes. The truth becomes impossible to ignore. When the mask begins to slip, crack, and crumble, their reaction can be rather dramatic and unsettling, resulting in anger or projecting insecurities onto others. Their favorite tricks: gaslighting, manipulation, smear campaigns. They love spreading rumors like a kid. Like I told you, he's 61, but there's a toddler trapped on the inside in his chest. They love flipping the script. This weirdo, what he did with me, he even reversed the narrative and ran back to his people with a different story and had them believe in it. It's awful, guys. I currently have 10 years of observation and talking with this narc neighbor's false self, and then watch him go back to his true self around the flying monkeys. You can read that. Discernment, guys. Always test the spirit. We're spirit and flesh. You got to read the spirit, guys. There's all sorts of predators. Narcs are predators. Narcs have they have a devilish soul. Most narcs tend to worship the devil. This is devilish. There's nothing God body about that. This disorder, very negative. Like I told you, they get jealous really easy. I told you the smear campaign, the ruined cars, the house being burglarized about 50, 60 times, calling the police. The police even told me one time. They said someone on your street calling about you every day. Then I had another friend that lived on the west side with the same individual. He owns a auto store. He told me, he said the guy, they went hunting and the guy reversed the narrative and the police came and they had to hide the rifles. He told me, he said, I believe that guy stole my rifles. And after putting uh, all my research together, I told her, I said, that guy's a snake. He's a thief. He's pretending to be someone that he's not. He stole them. But anyways, guys, this is Fred Astaire, LLL, Lick 'em Low Lover, report from Fred Cross News. Please subscribe if you like what you heard.